He's Mike Krzyzewski, the Duke head coach, joining us on the program. Good to have you back, Coach. How are you?
Good. I put your name in there.
You would?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What would you ask me if you could ask one question?
I'm not going to ask you now because you didn't win. But one day I'm going to have you on my show and interview you.
I love that.
Well, would you come on?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put you on we usually have two, one like headliner and then one for shorter interviews. So you'll be the short interview.
I'm fine with that.
Are you humble enough to do that?
I would be honored just to be on, even if it's for one question, Coach.
Well, usually your answers take a long time, so that would take the and you ramble. Do you know you ramble?
It's called a 3-hour radio show, Coach.
Yeah, but you have such talent around you. All those guys there are so intelligent. At the end of the show, they must go in another room and like bang their heads against the wall.
Coach, let me put it this way: my guys aren't leaving early to go pro. It's okay. They're staying here 5 years. They'd stay 6 years.
We didn't say they were talented like that. Yeah, they have talent. And how come I didn't see your name in the draft?
I'm not going hardship. No, I don't need the money.
Afraid? Were you afraid
No.
not being drafted?
Were you drafted?
No. I went into the Army.
I know that. Well, you were drafted there, but were you?
No, I was not drafted.
Oh, you
there.
signed up.
I graduated from West Point, and I wanted to go.
Oh, okay. Could you have played in the NBA?
No.
Well,
I was a good guard, but not that good.
Were you the John Stockton of your era?
No, of my team. Yeah. But we had a good team. We were a top 20 team 2 of my 3 years in college.
Most points you scored in a game?
16.
But they didn't have the 3-point shot back then.
No, but also it was a different time. Coach Knight, my role was not to shoot. My role was to get the ball to shooters and hit free throws, take charges, run the team. And so
I can relate to that.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't. I was in the game and started. How could you relate to that?
That's true. Fair enough. Did Coach Knight teach you how to take a charge?
Yeah, he taught me a lot of things. And
but how to take a charge?
Yeah.
And then you have taught these kids at Duke for the last couple of decades here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of coaches have to teach. Well, that's just one of the things. You teach them to come over and play help side defense, and part of that is you might have to take a charge.
I'd have been there for you. I would have been there.
I know that. Even though you're a little bit of a pretty boy,
yeah,
you would have put your.
I would have.
I think you would. That's the one saving grace. Yeah, I believe you would do that.
Thank you.
God bless you for doing that.
I'm sort of.
I feel a sense of pride now. The fact of envisioning you taking a charge.
I'm sort of Grayson Allen with more range.
Would you get right up, or would you kind of wallow in pain?
I'd milk it a little bit just so they knew that I wasn't – like Duke takes fake charges. I want them to know I really took a charge.
Let's not go there.
You guys over-dramatize. Let's be honest about that. There's some guys who have milked it a little bit.
When he took them, came right up, and that's one of our things is not to stay on the floor. Yeah, show no weakness.
Yeah, but I wanted to show the official, hey, you made the right call. Don't like soccer guys fall down, coach, and then they jump back up. I would be more like a soccer guy just to let them know that I was actually hurt, but I'm going to get back up and continue to play.
All right. Well, I'm glad you thought this out at least. So.
All right. Help me with this. The number of GMs. Like, what's your role now when a GM wants to ask you if it's about Winslow or Okafor, any of your kids? How often do you get calls, and what is your role?
Yeah, you do it quite a bit. And basically, once a kid leaves and they finish school and they choose an agent, we get in, we develop, we're on their team. We're on that young man and his family and the agent's team. And whenever they need us for something, to do an interview, to call somebody, they might mention call Tyus. I think Tyus is going for a big workout tomorrow, and you try to follow their workouts and then try to get feedback of how they did on their workouts. But you work with the agent because the agent is trying to. He's the advocate. He's the advocate, and you're now, part of their team. So that's what we try to do.
What will the Lakers get if they take Jahlil Okafor?
Well, I think they'll get a star. I think they'll get a guy who's a franchise player and a high double-double guy who there's nobody has a body like that can move and score inside, and he can face the basket too. And it's a joy to coach. He's a great teammate. Yeah, I love the kid, and huge hands, great feet, great heart, and joyful kid. Really a joyful kid.
What's he do better than Towns?
Well, I think Towns is really good too. I think he's a better low post player and more powerful player. I think they're both really good. I think it's a matter of what you want. And to think that Ja only faced double and triple teams. He's the only player in college basketball who did that. So you haven't really seen Ja one-on-one very much, and I think he can put up really big numbers.
How surprised are you with Steph Curry's success?
Well, from what I remember, we're running our camp now, and I remember he was at our camp as a youngster, and he's so small and talented, and he grew, and he grew in every aspect because he's an unbelievable kid, unbelievable guy, and then he played for an unbelievable coach in Bobby McKillop. And this kid, too, has a great family. Sonia and Dell are incredible. They have faith. And then I coached him in the World Championships in Istanbul in 2010, and then coached him again in the World Cup this past summer. And he's grown, and the things he works on, everyone sees his ball handling stuff, but the things he works on privately are incredible in trying to create space, and he understands his level of athletic ability and what he needs to do to have balance and create windows of opportunity to shoot. And it's pretty spectacular, the stuff that he does, and he works at it all the time, and he's so deserving of his success. He's worked for it.
I always like when somebody goes, "Hey, how did you miss on Steph Curry?" Like everybody in the country.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden,
but so much of it was his size. He you could tell he could play, but he who knew? And I guess McKillop knew, and I wish I knew. Although we were fortunate enough to have his brother play for us, who's really good too. But Steph's unique, and wow, what a job, what a thing. Yeah.
If I came to your summer camp, what would you want me to teach the kids as a counselor?
Oh, I thought when you said you would come to our summer camp, what would I teach you? And or what we have them 9 through 11, 12 through 14, and
do you have a seniors division?
We have a fantasy camp that we already had. You should come to that sometime. You're over 35. Yeah. You can come.
Yeah.
And you should come.
Yeah.
You be my guest one year and back up some of these claims that you make.
Coach, do you have a fire extinguisher in the building, though, in case those nets, are they flammable? Because that'd be my only concern.
Yeah, you will have all the fire extinguishers you need.
Okay.
And
they call me the fire marshal, just to let you know.
They call you a lot of things.
Call me
to your face, some, and behind
I know
some
that.
other thing.
I know that. Call me if you'd like for me to help your show and its ratings. I'll be more than happy to come on as a guest.
Yeah, I'll look for it. We don't start it up until I will. I'll do that, and we'll see if you snub me.
No. I'll be right there for you. I'll slap the floor before I do the interview.
All right. Okay. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Take care.
All right, that's Mike Krzyzewski, Duke head coach.